This is Blanchardville and the Pecatonica River. This is the dam at Blanchardville. I'm going to try to fish downstream because right below the dam seems pretty good, and so does right above the dam. So we're going to try both spots, going to explore for a little while and see what we can get here. The Pecatonica is very young at this point, and we're actually going to have to work with the depth here. There's a hole right there, but there's so much rushing water right there that this place is basically unfishable. We'll go on the other side of the bridge and see if we can get any spot to fish there. We're going to start with 2 worms because the worms are the only bait I bought. We're definitely going to throw some lures, but this river is a slow flowing one. We're going to start on top of the dam, and then we're going to go under the bridge because there's a decent spot under the bridge I see, and then we're going to go on the other side of the bridge and downstream. If this doesn't work, Argyle is like 8 miles downstream from here, so that should be pretty good. It looks very, very similar to the sugar around Broadhead. It's a little smaller because it's very upstream on the Pecatonica right now. But realistically, this looks really promising and good. The weather's nice. Let's get fishing. Let's start with a trusty curly tail grub. Always a favorite bait of mine to start with. It's delivered pretty decently. Don't have a steel leader on this one, so if a northern pike bites, probably a little bit out of luck. All right, we're on this side of the waterfall now, below the dam. We got 2 set baits there with worms, and hopefully something bites. The fishing on the other side was no bueno because nothing actually bit. Hopefully this side will be better. All right, got a fish, got a fish. I think it's a sucker, yep. It's a short-faced red horse. Short-faced red horse. Looks like below the dam we have plenty of red horses. This one's a decent sized one. It's not as big as the one I caught the other place, but short-faced red horse. Got a white sucker and now a red horse. Not bad, not bad. Short-faced red horse, short-faced red horse. Got a white sucker a while ago and now I got a red horse. Looks like there's plenty of suckers here, but no big fish of death. All right, red horse, see ya. Well, 2 suckers. I'm gonna launch my bait out there again. Haven't been able to get a smallie here casting. Anyways, they're not in the center of the river. There's like a little curve area and there's like a reverse current, very slow reverse current. I think that there's a little bit of a hole right there, and that's where all the suckers are. So we're gonna fish for like a couple minutes more, hopefully get another fish, and if we don't get another one, probably head downstream to Darlington. I think I got another one, pretty sure I do. It's another one. Oh, it's a white sucker this time. Good. Didn't get the last one, but this is a white sucker. Check that out. Fighting pretty hard. We're gonna bring it up. White sucker. White sucker. All right, see ya, sucker. This is Darlington. This is Blackbridge Park. And there's like a series of rapids over there. I think the water is kind of deep here, and that's where we're gonna launch our baits. We're just gonna use worm baits right now because I didn't bring anything else. I don't know if there's a grocery shop here where I can buy some shrimp, but we're gonna see if we can actually catch any fish here. The only problem is we're fishing about 5-6 feet up, which I really don't like. I'd rather be very close to the water, but there is no way to get down to the water here. So we're gonna have to fish from this up, and hopefully we can get some good fish here. All right, that railway bridge looks pretty promising. Offshot water. I'm gonna cast a curly tail grub into the current, and hopefully I get something. Looking for, well, bass, walleye, maybe a big fish of death, although I am actually not using a steel leader, so the big fish of death may not be optimal. Definitely may not be optimal for me to get a big fish of death. Yep, got a fish already. I don't know what it is, but it ain't small. Oh, is that a gato fish? I believe that's a gato fish. Oh yes, it is a channel gato fish. Like I said, I'm fishing way up, so I think I'm gonna go get the, my net, so I don't have to pull it all the way up, but it is a channel gato fish. Look at that gato-ish fish, a channel gato fish. Finally got one about 10 minutes after I arrived in Darlington. A channel gato fish. It is not the size I want. It's only 1.4 pounds, but it is a gato fish. This is the first gato fish, non-lesser gato fish I've caught in quite a while. Should I use you as cut bait for greater gato fish? No, I'm a gato fish. I can grow so much bigger. All right, you're going back in the water then. All right, a gato fish, a channel gato fish. See ya, gato fish. I'm gonna use the smaller lure right now to see if I can catch like a crappie or something for cut bait. I don't think there's a limit on size for crappies here, so if I want to catch a small one to use as cut bait. Wisconsin's law doesn't actually allow you to use fish from different waters because of fish herpes. They're afraid of that spreading, which is understandable. So I have to catch either a bluegill or a crappie from here to use as cut bait. Try directly under the bridge, under some of these rapids, because there is like a calm pool with a reverse eddy right there, and I'm going to see if there's any fish here that would actually like a small fishy bait, because I do need some bait for a big catfish, and there actually might be something here. Need it for nightfall. I don't know where the local grocery store is, so I've never been to Darlington before, and might not be within the vicinity of here, so I can't just leave my stuff here and go to the grocery store. It might get stolen, and you're not really supposed to leave crap here. So yeah, see if I can get a small fish with this. Well, we're using this little bright little Rapala now. I just fished this out of the river at Blanchardville a while ago, so hopefully it can do some good here. Let's toss this out and see what we can get. All right, went to the Piggly Wiggly just now and got some food for myself, ham, egg, cheese sandwich, and well, turkey cheese egg sandwich, and a bag of Funyuns, and also got some shrimp for bait, raw shrimp as bait for gato fish, because I know gato fish will actually bite shrimp. I think walleyes will too. I don't know if they'll bite them on the bottom though. Maybe they will. I've never actually caught a walleye on bottom bait before, but I've seen people do it. I've always caught all my walleyes on swim baits or these little Rapala thingies. It's about that time of the day where I think wallies should actually start to become active though. Well, I got my lawn chair, so I'm gonna plant my ass here and cast it to my heart's content. Now, fishing's been kind of slow the last 2 weeks. Weather in Wisconsin can't seem to make up its mind whether it wants to be warm or cold. We're still in that transition stage. It's like mid to upper 50s today. So it hasn't transitioned to like the 70s weather of late May, and it's not like the cold weather of April anymore. So we're in that transition stage. We've caught a couple of fish here and there, but fish are a little bit finicky right now. Bass are kind of like spawning-ish. So are carp. Not that I really target carp all that much. Catfish, I'm not really sure. Maybe the water's not completely warm enough yet, because it still dips down in the 40s and 30s at night. But I've been catching a couple here and there. True summer is the best time for me to fish. Generally like late May until like early October. That's like the heyday of my fishing, but I'm getting more used to like cooler weather fishing. I also explore a lot of new places, so I don't go to the same 2 or 3 places. And I generally fish larger spillways or rivers, and it's always kind of like up and down. Right now the water is excessively low. It's still really low right now. It's not as low as it was 2 weeks ago because it rained last weekend. The water is still pretty low right now. We're getting a lot of rain next week, so after next week, things should be in full tide for fishing. But I should be able to catch a couple things because I am going to go into the night a little bit here. Not going to stay too long because I live like an hour away and I don't want to get back too late, but still enjoying the day, enjoying the woodpecker sounds. Hopefully I can catch a big fish. Got something on the shrimp. Got something on the shrimp. Could be a gato fish. Could definitely be a gato fish. Not really sure if it's a grande or a gigante or just a regular gato fish. Feels like kind of a regular type gato-ish fish. Doesn't feel enormously gigante. Oh, it's small. It's small. But it is a gato fish. It's the second one of the day. Channel catfish. Oh yeah, channel catfish. Pretty fat. Pretty fat actually, but not grande or gigante definitely, but a channel gato fish. 2 gato fish at this gato-ish location today. Wow, he's pretty. Look at that, he's fat. He's gatoing, making gato-ish sounds, but he's not a gigante. However, second channel gato fish at this location today. Looks like the darkness will bring out the gatos. All right, gato fish, see ya. Second gato fish of the day. I think I missed a couple of bites. Ooh, this one just bit too. Oh man, right after dark, the gatos are gatoing hard. Oh, this one got off, but dang, they're gatoing hard now. Oh man, this looks like a premier place to get gato fish. Came off. I wonder if that hook was too big or something, but it came off. If you're wondering what I'm getting the bites on, the first gato fish I got today was actually on worms. I have worms in the center pole, but the two side poles have shrimp. And the last two bites, including the last gato fish I landed, was actually on shrimp. I do have the net here that can extend down, but not quite 5 feet down or 6 or 7 feet down or however high I'm actually fishing from. So hopefully if I catch a big one, I'll find a way to land it. The Pecatonica at this point, besides at this very location, is actually quite small. If you go downstream near the Piggly Wiggly store, it's actually very low, and the river itself is actually like narrower than the Sugar. It might be about the same size as the Sugar at Belleville, but here it's actually much wider, and this little nice waterfall thing here, natural waterfall, and the railroad bridge, I guess, is a great place for gathering of gato fish. Got something very, very small on the line. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I got something excessively small on the line here. I'm pulling it back. Is that a bullhead gato fish? Is this a channel or a bullhead? It is a, I think this is a small flathead actually. So there are small this is not a bullhead. I think this is a flathead. I'm not sure. If it is, it's the smallest flathead in the world. It's not bullhead because the tail does not look like a bullhead at all. I think it's a flathead. So a tiny flathead gato fish. Guys, I think this is a small flathead catfish. The tail says it's not a bullhead. It's not got the tail as a bullhead, and it looks a little different. This is my first flathead of the year. Unfortunately, I think it did get gill hooked on my worms. It's bleeding a little bit, but I'm gonna toss it back. So yeah, see ya, gato fish. It's good to know there are actual fish of greater gato-ness here, because I thought there were only really channels here. But looks like there are indeed fish of greater gato-ness or flatheads here. The other fish of greater gato-ness, the blue catfish, are not in Wisconsin, unfortunately. So gonna have to settle for flatheads here, but I would like to catch a big, big flathead. That was kind of an appetizer. Hopefully we can get the main course within the next 20 minutes. That was a nice adventure. I didn't plan to go to Darlington when I actually left Madison today. I was planning to just fish Blanchardville, maybe go to Argyle, but eventually I wanted some gato, so I went to Darlington. Blanchardville was good for suckers. A little bit upset I didn't get a smallie there, but they just weren't biting today. Just likewise, at the second spot in Darlington, a little bit surprised I didn't get any walleyes, because I think there are wallies there. But I got 3 gato fish, well, 2 gato fish and a gato fishling. That I don't, someone on Fishbrain actually told me that was not a flathead, that was actually a stone cat, which could definitely be the case because it did look different from some of the smaller flatheads I've seen, although it was like really, really tiny. I'm not very familiar with the Mad Tom species because I've never really caught them before. I've only really caught bullheads and flatheads and blues and channels. Blues more in St. Louis than here, obviously. There's no blues here. So I didn't know what stone cats actually look like. And that was probably a stone cat. Knowing that, I should have just used him for bait, honestly. Because if there was a flathead here, he would have loved to eat that Mad Tom. But Darlington, really good for catfish. There are also walleyes there. I just didn't get any to bite any of the Rapala lures or my curly-tailed grubs. Didn't feel like tying on the fly rod. But it's a very, very good place, especially around dusk, for gato fish. So hope you enjoyed this episode. Hope you gained some information. And yeah, both those places, depending on what you catch, on the Pecatonica are great fishing spots. So, hope you enjoyed this episode, and have a nice day. Like and subscribe, guys.